This seems to be a pattern developing with Adin Ross, one where he meets a guy who he idolizes, looks up to, gets really, really enamored with, platforms him to his young and impressionable audience, and then after learning more about them, or maybe promises not fulfilled, or I don't know, seeing a different perspective, he decides to backtrack on some of those stances. You remember his—
Yep, and he got used. He got used, bruh. FaZe Banks, Donald Trump, Cardi, 21 Savage. The list goes on. This is all like frequency, bro. Adin, you've been taking L's for a little brick, bro. I need you to big up yourself, bro. I don't know what, bro. You need to get back on that frequency that you were on in 2022, 2021, 2020, bro. That was when you were taking W's. That was when a nigga couldn't even think about using you, bro. All right, y'all, man. Adin Ross finally realized that he got used again. Video by Omeezy, man. Dog, I'm gonna be so for real. The fact that Adin has been some celebrity's punching bag is dead ass insane, bro. He's got used by who now? 21 Savage. He got, I think 21 Savage like hit a lick on him or some shit. Cardi. And now Trump. Ain't that shit crazy? But let's get into it, man. Let's see what's going on with him. It seems like Adin has been on a low frequency L vibes for a little bit of a long time, man.
Can I tell you guys something? Now that I look back on it, I really, really wish I never got into like politics. Now that I look back at it, it's like, damn, like so many people just tie me to it, and now it's just like no matter what.
Yeah, no fucking duh. You endorsed Trump, B. You got an influx of Trump supporters. Not even that. I'm pretty sure a majority of your audience is white. So yeah, like once they saw, oh yeah, he's endorsing who I fuck with. Now they're expecting more shit from you politically, gang.
Don't even get to know who I am because they don't like even want to. Oh, he did this shit with Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I really,
them
really
niggas don't care.
Understand other people's side. And as I'm getting older, I'm just like seeing like I just don't think I'll ever care enough again for any other politician ever in the future. Just because it's like at the end of the day, bro, like humans, we're all humans, you know.
This is such a crazy statement, and people are not talking about this enough. During last year's election and overall political cycle, influencers were used heavily in order to endorse different politicians in order to get their narratives out there to a younger, more impressionable, and honestly less studied audience. Whether it be Andrew Schultz, Joe Rogan, the Nelk Boys, or now Adin Ross, people's influence was getting used and honestly exploited in order to get their messages out to the masses. Now, the tricky thing about the types like Adin
and
Ross—
the fact that people couldn't see this, like I know some people were being strategic with it, like Andrew Schultz and Joe Rogan, but the fact that Adin Ross couldn't see that he was being used by Trump after being used by fucking 21 Savage, after Cardi scamming this nigga. How do you not see through this shit, Adin? How do you not see it now? This shit has happened to you multiple times on multiple occasions. How are you not seeing it now?
is that he does not understand the level of influence that he has. He constantly promotes these people and puts them in different positions to his audience, and then when the thing no longer suits him, then he abandons them wholeheartedly. He'll go super hard on this thing for months and months and months, you know, pushing this in his life, pushing this on his audience who is young and impressionable, and then later on he'll just drop it like it's a bad habit, kind of like that Toy Story meme that I don't want to play with you anymore. And overall, that's fine and dandy. He's rich, he can move on to the next thing. He has time, space, finances, and opportunity to just pivot out of it. But for the young and impressionable audience, they are left with the damages done by somebody that they look up to heavy.
I love watching a culture vulture spiral. You made your move. You put your flag in the sand. Now you facing all.
Shout out my boy Elijah Bay, by the way. This nigga funny as hell.
Backlash. Now you want to backpedal. Nah, stay with your man. Don't let a rich kid fool you. All he gives a about is money. You know what it is? He's losing the black dollar. He's losing the black fan.
I ain't gonna lie, Adin been losing that for a long time. Once he like started being weird towards Kai and the other creator, yeah, he definitely lost some of the black, you know what I'm saying? But does he care really? I don't think he cares. I mean, I don't know. It seemed like he don't care enough. He doesn't have to care, but yeah.
Companies, everybody knows how important the black dollar is. No matter how much shit they talk on us, they know how important the black dollar is, how important the black vote is, whatever you want to, any field, the black blank, put it in there, it's important, it matters, okay? So what he's doing is, he's backpedaling, realizing maybe the subs ain't what they used to be, or the influence isn't what they used to be, or too many people are calling me racist, and this, that, and the third.
Yeah, bruh.
Had these racist remarks. I'm not cool with Kai no more. I'm not cool with Speed no more. Yeah,
a lot of spin facts.
Black impact get weird, right?
Seeing as to how he's one of the biggest streamers in the world, and seeing as to how streaming and content creation is getting more serious in the mainstream industry, it would make a lot of sense for Donald Trump and other politicians to be looking at the likes of Adin Ross to go on to their platforms in order to spread their message. Now, this is no
the young voters
on one
too.
side, it puts legitimacy behind the content creator and the content creator economy as a whole, saying that, hey, we are here. We are taking over new media. We are something to actually be respected and talked about. And two, from the content creator's perspective, it's an opportunity for you to show your young audience who you really are. Can you live up to that level that they're trying to bring you to, the seriousness that you want to convey to people, and what you are going to do with your independent media platform. A lot of times content creators and audience people criticize the mainstream media because they don't take things seriously enough, or they are not objective, etc., etc. But Adin Ross understood the severity and level of this platform that he has.
August 5th, which is next Monday, I have a stream with the President Donald Trump. We've been working on this for weeks, months. It's officially locked in. We will have a live stream with President Donald Trump. This could be by far one of the most important streams I've ever done in my life.
And with knowing the potential gravity of this situation, I mean, literally, you could swing votes here. Adin Ross would take this seriously, right? He's going to ask questions, give pushback, you know, get him to talk about pressing issues and pressing matters, you would think, right?
And then as soon as the other
No. He did the same shit that fucking the Nuck Boys did with Netanyahu. The same shit Officer Tatum did with Netanyahu, to be honest. All of these niggas that bring the politicians on, they don't ask them about pressing issues. The Nuck Boys were asking this nigga Netanyahu about Burger King. Burger King. Meanwhile, he's making millions upon millions of Palestinian people starve to death. Literal famine and genocide going on over there, bro. And they're asking this nigga about Burger King. Fucking Burger King. God damn. Like.
other half of the stream, you're going to notice it's going to switch to straight fun stuff. You're going to see a bunch of different segments that him and I planned. We're going to react. I'm not going to say the other segments I planned. It's going to be straight.
I'm not saying you don't got to have a little fun with some of these political people, but dog, these are political people. You gotta, bro. I feel like a good 65 to 75 to 80% of the stream should be fucking serious, talking about pressing issues, bro. But then again, would Donald Trump have came on Adin shit if he knew Adin was gonna challenge him on certain issues? Probably fucking not. Would Netanyahu have done that shit with the Nuck Boys if he knew that the Nuck Boys were gonna ask him about pressing issues, about the war going on, about Palestine and Israel and Gaza and all that stuff? No. So
fun stuff, straight cracking jokes, straight normal stuff, bringing out the fun in President Trump. That's the whole goal I envision.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
See, I would love to even get him to hop on Monkey with me. I would love to. I'm gonna actually bring that up tonight. I didn't even think about that. I have a friend who's currently being treated unfair by her.
is that Cuffum with a fucking MAGA hat? Oh, hell. Nigga, is that fucking Cuffum, bro? That looks like, okay, I'm not gonna say that's Cuffum, but that dead ass looks like Cuffum, bro. No bullshit. That looks like Cuffum, bro. You see how, bro, one black nigga, two, three, 3 black niggas. The rest of these people are white. Rest of these people are white, bro. Straight raccoonery going on here. Raccoon, bro. Wait, is that Convy too? Bro, why is Convy in a MAGA hat? Convy, are you an immigrant? You know what, bro? All right. Boy. Convy, you just spat in the face of all of your ancestors, B. Not gonna hold you.
He's a rapper named Young Thug.
Yeah.
And I
heard that, actually.
Yeah, I just was wondering if there's a way that we can make sure he gets treated fair, that's all.
So I've heard about him.
Really hard-hitting journalism right there. Now, look, I don't have a problem with Adin Ross playing silly games or somewhat humanizing Donald Trump.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with that.
like I said, I don't have any problems with the nigga trying to make the stream fun. What I have problems with is him not talking about pressing issues. What I don't want to happen, and what I'm getting a little bit, heated with, is the fact that, bro, a good 60 to 70% of the stream should low-key be dedicated to talking about pressing issues and picking this politician's brain,
If he
I'm not saying they gotta all be serious.
And if he was to have a real interview, if he gave real criticisms, got real stories, gave pushback, all that stuff like that, then I believe that this would be an okay thing. But I remember consuming the interview, and to be quite honest with you, he pulled numbers, 560,000 views. He gave him a Rolex, he gave him a Tesla, a Cybertruck that was wrapped, and he asked him lightweight questions, let him get his rhetoric off, and then played a game of say one word about this person. Hey, the reason why I'm so critical on these content creators is because they don't understand the power that they have. That interview that Trump did with Adin Ross swung a lot of votes. It played a very pivotal role in the election. Same thing with the Andrew Schultz and the Joe Rogan podcast interview that he had. Trump even acknowledges these things.
So I have a son who's very smart and tall, Barron. He knows all about you. He knows about guys I never heard of. He said, Dad, you don't know how big they are. They're big. He told me how big. I said, who the hell is he? Like Ross. I did. He said, Dad, he's a great guy. I mean, guys that are doing, it's a whole new world out there.
It's a different world. And
but, I'm on TikTok now.
Congratulations.
And I've done really well. No, but the crazy, have you seen the numbers? Billions of hits. It's crazy.
I'm sure. TikTok's a wild application.
And I've gone up 30 points. A Republican is always down 30 with young people.
Trump is my best moment. The fact that I even if it's at 0.01%, Alex, the fact that I had a little bit to do.
Trump is your best moment.
Is crazy. And the fact that I got the.
I feel like most real Adin fans will agree that Trump shit was not his best moment. I feel like his best moment was that stream with Tory Lanez. That was back when he was cool with everybody. Damn, bruh. That was back when this nigga wasn't a goddamn sellout. Fuck. I miss that Adin, bruh. I miss that fucking 2020, 2021, 2022. I miss that Adin, bro. I don't know what the actual fuck happened. Actually, no, I do know what happened. Money. I do know what happened. Money, influence, and people in his ear. What?
On a live stream. Nobody's done it live. Nobody. I was the first one to do them live.
You have influence, but you need to use it wisely. And this is the problem that I have with Adin Ross, the Nelk Boys, and other content creators of the likes. Yeah, it's cool that you have the power to literally sway an election. That's perfectly fine and dandy. I would question and ask, have you done your due diligence on these parties? Or do these parties know about you, know about the influence that you have, and are using you to be manipulated? I think the question is quite clear. Less than a year later, Adin Ross is already backtracking on some of his stances on Donald Trump. Which seemed to be marking, to me, the start of another situation in which Adin Ross allowed somebody to come on his live stream, manipulate him to get to his massive audience, to push their ideologies, push their rhetoric, and get...
Boy, 21 Savage used him for... I have a lot of punching bag, to be honest. Cardi used this nigga to just get views and money. Cardi scared this nigga for a Rari and I think like a couple $1 million, bro. Correct me if I'm wrong. This nigga is moving like a walking L. This nigga is on L frequency. Why are you letting people do this to you, Adin? And these aren't the only, these are the only people that I can remember. There's probably more people that have done this to Adin, bro. Adin, stop letting niggas use you. This is I know we're like kikiing, like making fun of Adin, that and the third, but on some real shit, this is a lesson on how to not get used. This is the umpteenth time he's gotten used, bro. Whether it's to push rhetoric, whether it's to get money, whether it's bro, I'm pretty sure No Savage. I mean, not No Savage. I'm pretty sure 21 Savage did that shit for money too. But this is a textbook fucking thing on how to not get used, bro. Don't move like Adin. If there is anything that I can tell you in this video, do not move like Adin. Do your research on these people. Have talks with them. And if, bro, when 21 Savage did what he did, that should have been the end of it. There should have been no other people trying to use Adin, bro. And Adin, I know you, I know you got at least one person around you that is at least in your ear being like, bro, you're getting used. Like, and not even that, you're a grown ass adult. And as much as you want to play dumb sometimes, I know you're you're decently smart up here, bro. So why are you letting motherfuckers do this to you, bro? Why?
Air shit off, you know, kind of like how FaZe Banks and the Crypto Bros did when they came on his platform to push.
Oh damn, FaZe Banks did that shit too.
Some of the rappers do. They used his platform, manipulated him, and then ran off with the bag. Donald Trump will be no different, and you can see that by Adin Ross backtracking on some of his stances.
You know, I love Trump, but he did say no new wars, and I don't fuck with that. So we gotta, no real shit. We need world peace in the world.
Why do you switch up like that?
Listen, man, I
love Trump.
I would love to talk about that in person. I think I'm gonna make a.
I'll set it up.
Bro, I hate it. Bro, I genuinely hate it when motherfucking immigrants, POCs are like, yo, bro, I love Trump. Bro, Trump does not give a fuck about you, gang. I don't know if you're Middle Eastern, Arab, South Asian, whatever, bro. He don't care about you, bro. He don't. I barred he don't, bro.
Oh, you are? Yep. This year. White House treatment still this year. But I don't know. I would love for it to happen. I got invited within the next couple weeks to go to the White House and stream, but like, bro, I don't fucking know, bro. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, I actually don't know if I want to even. I just don't want to be in that politics shit at all, bro. But like, it's such an honor to
and
go
I
to the
got
White
into
House,
it in the
you know
first
what I mean?
place.
But like, bro, fuck, bro. I'm gonna wait.
This seems to be a pattern developing with Adin Ross. One where he meets a guy who he idolizes, looks up to, gets really, really enamored with, platforms him to his young and impressionable audience. And then after learning more about them, or maybe promises not fulfilled, or I don't know, seeing a different perspective, he decides to backtrack on some of those stances. You remember his...
Yep, and he got used. He got used, bruh. FaZe Banks, Donald Trump, Cardi, 21 Savage. The list goes on. This is all like frequency, bro. Adin, you've been taking L's for a little brick, bro. I need you to big up yourself, bro. I don't know what, bro. You need to get back on that frequency that you were on in 2022, 2021, 2020, bro. That was when you were taking W's. That was when a nigga couldn't even think about using you, bro. What happened?
This whole Andrew Tate saga that he went through a couple years ago.
Andrew, you know you actually helped me stop masturbating? Because every time that I would masturbate, I would think of you. And I'd be like, nah, this is not right. I'm going to stop.
Pause. I ain't gonna lie. Thinking of another man while... Pause.
I said I'm going to stop doing this shit now. No, for real. You put it in my brain. Nah, I haven't done it in months. Swear to God.
Andrew Tate went as far as to putting Adin Ross on his visitation list when he was confined to prison. Now, naturally, because Adin Ross seems to be a follower, he decided to embrace this guy heavily. Went on to different platforms and podcasts to endorse him while having a shaved head to show solidarity or support or trust when it comes to Andrew Tate.
Back to the Tate shit. Have you been in contact with anyone on that side or anything since the fucking arrest went down?
Nah, man, I haven't. And you know, it's crazy what's going on right now. I spoke on a Twitter space about it. This is where I'm at on it, man. You know, he's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I am. Tate, everyone, I know you guys have met him too. I'm gonna let you guys speak on your experience meeting him. But when I met him, bro, he took me in open arms, me and my whole entire crew, like literally all of us. And we would talk like basically off camera for hours and hours and hours about real shit, just real motivational life shit. And he's just, like I said, bro, he's to me, to anyone who's personally met him, I've never heard someone say anything bad about him. He's just very genuine.
Adin is a young, impressionable dude. And I think a lot of young dudes are impressionable. This will be no different than, you know, the young guy who graduates high school, doesn't know what he wants to do, and pursues the rapper career or the singer career or the basketball player career because they're idolizing LeBron James, Drake, or Morgan Wallen. He goes to the extremes. He does.
Who was idolizing Morgan Wallen? I ain't gonna lie. We gonna react to that Morgan Wallen and Haley Williams situation, bro. Shout out Haley Williams, bro. That's my dog forever. Yeah, I don't know who's idolizing Morgan. Maybe like suburban white kids. I don't know. A lot of suburban white kids listen to rap. I don't know.
Cut his hair, does the push-ups and all this other stuff. But the difference is that Adin Ross platforms individuals, and Adin Ross has one of the biggest platforms for youth in America. It's just that simple. He doesn't do vetting behind these guys. He looks at surface level things. And these people know that. That's why they are able to infiltrate his place in his space, even though they don't necessarily respect Adin Ross. In that same Andrew Tate saga, Adin Ross was disrespected 50,000 times straight up to his face, to be honest with you.
So because he's afraid and he's a coward, what else can he do but be a clown? And how do you be a clown? What do clowns do? They self-depreciate for your entertainment. They make a fool of themselves so you laugh. So why is he back on lean? For views, I guess. He may not even realize that himself. He's back on lean so he has something to talk about on his fucking stupid show.
Don't trust your little fucking finger, little stubby fingers. You're trying to slip a note away. Give me it. Count it. No, it's not that I don't trust you. I just don't trust you.
Why do you not trust me? There must be a specific reason about me. Is it my nose?
It's because you're a fucking Jew. No wonder Kanye blocked you.
You let another man talk like this. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I got some idols, some people I look up to. But the values that my mom and my dad instilled in me, I'm not taking disrespect from nobody. Whether that's someone I know or someone I look up to, bro. I'm just not taking it, bro. And you're just taking it like a good little bitch. I'm gonna be for real. Adin. You're taking like a good little bitch, bro.
I like Adin, but he's a perfect example. He is a perfect example of why you can't give people money early. Well, look at him. He's a kid. He doesn't do any real work. He sits on streaming websites, fucking gambling, a dumbass. He keeps.
And bro, some of the shit that Andrew Tate has said about you is fucking true. But it's the fact that he's saying it online, bro. He disrespected you to your face and online. You're just like, man, I fuck with Andrew Tate heavy. Like, bro, gang.
Going on and off drugs and just being an idiot, falling in love with whores, breaking up and going on and off drugs, getting fat, putting on loads of weight. Like he's too young to get rich. You can't give a kid a $50 million streaming contract. He's too young to get rich. You can't give a kid.
I can't. This fucking predator. I can't, bro. I don't care. You're a pissed. I don't care. I'm siding with Sneeko, bro. I don't care.
Which brings us back.
Wow, you see how that nigga turned, though. You see how that nigga turned, though, bro. Hey, bro, sometimes when you disrespect somebody too much, they just go off, bro. That nigga turned completely.
Adin Ross is now seemingly backing away from his support of Donald Trump for a plethora of reasons, but I would honestly say that Adin Ross never knew anything about Donald Trump to give him his endorsement in the first place. It was just a cool thing to do. It was a cool thing to say, to be anti. It got you a certain group of friends, and because you are rich, it's not ultimately going to affect you, but there are real life consequences and actions to the things that you do say and support and empower on your platforms and channels, and Adin Ross took that very lightly. He often takes it very lightly. I can remember when he sat down with Your Rage Gaming and literally talked about why he supports Donald Trump, and it was
give me 3 reasons why Trump is better than Biden. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to know if you're actually talking and you're not just a bot bot repeating
First
shit.
of all, what happened with abortion is ridiculous. You should not be able to tell a woman what to do with her body. That's first of all. That's a woman's body.
You think.
Yeah, why are we doing this right now? We're on stream.
You're so brain dead. You're so brain dead.
Okay.
Wait, you think Biden was the one that wanted abortion to be? That's what you think? That's how that works.
He's a president. He can, you know what I'm saying? He can not ban it. What do you mean?
All right, bro.
I at least thought that Adin had a little smidge of knowing what he was talking about. And he didn't. This is why, bro, I'm preaching to y'all right now. Do research on people before you fuck with them. Politically, whatever, bro, especially politically. Do research on niggas before you fuck with them, bro. Cause this, bro, he looks like a complete dumbass. He looks like a dumbass. Bro, he thought that Biden was the one trying to ban abortion. Are we dead ass? What the like? And now he's finding out what fascist means? Bro, come on, G. You gotta do better. And the reason why I'm getting on him so much about this is because he's literally impacting young lives. Lives in general, bro. When you have that kind of power, you can't afford to not do research on people. You can't afford to not look into shit, bro. Because now, not only do you look dumb, but millions of people look dumb too now.
What does a fascist mean? It means you are
fascist.
A far right authorization ultra.
Fascism is a far right authoritarian ultra nationalist political ideology and movement characterized by a dictate. Damn, why is that hard for me to say? But I can say ultra nationalist, bro. Dictatorial leader centralized by autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition. I may have fucked up on fucking dictatorial. Dictatorial. Damn. That's fucking me up right now. But yeah, that is what fascism is. Why are you just learning this now? Is my question.
Oh my God. Ultra analyst.
He doesn't even know how to say ultra nationalist.
Characterized by dictator leadership, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition.
He literally should not be allowed to talk to these people.
That's what, bro. Yeah, bro. Amizi's right.
I don't even know
Let the video
why
breathe.
he can't see it as clear as day. Adin Ross and others live a life that is carefree and consequence-free. They are allowed to ride waves because they are ultra-rich. They can say things, skew narratives, not ask real questions, not do any deep thought on anything, hell, not even lightweight thought on anything, and push whatever they want to without consequence, because at the end of the day, once they need to, they can pivot, they can switch. But they have a young audience who follows them, lock and step.
To deal with the
that
pieces.
Is the fault of them. I can acknowledge that, but they have a young audience and they have a responsibility with that young audience, but they use it very recklessly. And those young kids are left holding the bags.
And I'm not trying to push my ideals onto people, onto y'all or whatever. But what I'm saying is do your fucking research, bro. I have a little platform on here, just a little bit. And I do my best to make sure that the topics I'm talking about, I at least know a little bit about something. Adin, you have millions of core supporters. Probably 10 million plus people that just generally watch you. You can't afford to not do research on certain things. You can't afford to not look into certain things, bro. Because yes, you can pivot, but those millions of other people can't. They fucking can't. They can't pivot, bro.
The ones who are left with dirt on their hands, going out there saying these disgusting things and are actually having consequences to their actual actions based off of what's been done.
What'd you take? Fuck the woman, fuck the woman.
What?
That's what not doing research and just spewing out shit to your young audience, that is what this creates. You create this. A white kid going around saying fuck women, fuck the women. And God forbid the day he meets his fucking match. God forbid the day where a woman hears that or some dude hears that and doesn't like what he said. Boy.
No, wait. We love women. We love women. But not like transgenders.
Yes, sir. We love everybody.
Okay.
No.
All gays should die.
What the? Oh my God, bro. This is what you create, bro. And by the way, what in the actual hell have gay people done to y'all? Like I'm gonna be so for bro. Gay people literally just be chilling. Minorities just be chilling. Like some of the people on the right that I see on the internet, bro, they just hate motherfuckers for no reason. Like they just have genuine hatred for people, bro. And it's like, where is this coming from and why? Like, bro, I'm not out here worrying about what someone's sexual orientation is. I don't give a damn. I'm not worried about, what race somebody is, because I don't care. I don't care. I got gay friends, I got trans friends, I got Hispanic friends, I got Asian friends, I got white friends, I got black friends, bro. Bro, I have gay people in my family. I got Hispanic people in my family, white people in my family, black people in my family, Asian people in my family. I don't get why y'all care about that shit so fucking much. I really don't.
Yeah, merch, preach.
Yeah, gang, influence is real. It's funny because Sneako's even walking back on his voting for Trump rhetoric. And
Shit.
as I'm making this video, Rolling Stone put out an article saying that prominent influencers, including Theo Von, Joe Rogan, Andrew Schultz,
Theo Von, bro, all the people who endorse Trump, at least the people that have clout, all of them are now backtracking, especially Theo Von, because when I found out, his dad is from Nicaragua. His dad is an immigrant. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy, bro? Like, hey, man, and all you people that endorse Trump, whether you're a poor white farmer, an immigrant, black person, bro, whatever, bro. Look at what you've done. What Drake say? Look what you done. Look what you done. Look what you done to this shit, man.
To distance themselves from the president. Now, these are people who helped put Donald Trump in office, put this person in power. But now, less than a year later, they are now walking back on these sentiments. The worst part about it is it's not like they're not hearing anything new or anything that wasn't available to them back then. Theo Von is backing off of Donald Trump based off of his stances on immigration because his father was an immigrant. Well, Theo, when he came on your platform, he was still the same way about immigration.
He was still the same way.
I don't know. Joe Rogan is also mad on Trump's stance on immigration. And Andrew Schultz is saying that he voted for none of this. Look, ultimately, it's not that I have a problem with these people using their power and influence to get whoever they want to be elected or empowered or platformed or whatever the case may be. But there's a couple things to note when it comes with this. One, you can't be mad when people criticize you and align you with those sorts of people. I think that it's very nasty to act like hanging around a KKK member shouldn't have you be tied to KKK values. Like, I think that that's a weird idea ideology in your mind. 2, don't act stupid as if you didn't know these things before. I
Yeah, don't act dumb now.
Why these people are trying to pull the wool over our eyes and act as if they didn't know what Trump was saying or any other politician or whoever else was saying before they platformed them. It's not something different. It's the thing that's maintained the same. 3, these people are using you. They know that you are so stupid. I made a video about the Nelk Boys not too long ago on this exact same situation. The Nelk Boys had Israel's prime minister on their platform, and it was so crazy to me that they had him on there because I knew that they lacked the depth of having somebody of that caliber on their platform. They weren't equipped doing the correct sort of pushback, and ultimately they did nothing but further the narrative that the prime minister
and even the Nelk Boys brought back on that shit too.
So in their follow-up sit-downs, they had no clue what they were talking about and just took cue cards from other people.
So we walked in, and there was just like 20 people in suits there. Yeah. The setup was already there. Both flags. We couldn't touch anything or move anything.
And they don't give you any restrictions like don't ask this?
I'll be honest. They gave us a paper with questions to ask, but they also said they gave us a script to ask, but we didn't really follow it. Yeah. We tried our very best to ask some questions.
But I'm just telling you, this was like part of a much bigger propaganda effort, right? And a country that spends $150 million on its image, they are covering something. When they spread all of this propaganda, it's like, we're not starving people in Gaza. You understand that this conversation has been happening for 2 years. You need to stop infantilizing yourself. It's like, we're just stupid people doing stupid stuff. You're 30 years old and you need to be aware of what's happening.
Damn
in the world,
right.
Your reach and
shout out this guy
means something, and it affects people. And I think the biggest reason why people were so upset for you, not because you brought someone and you didn't contest him, that it is the talking point that he used is the same talking points that have been used for 2 years to kill thousands of people.
It's time for us to start holding these streamers accountable and these content creators' feet to the fire. You don't just get to discard these things when they no longer suit you. And for a long time, we've let
and you don't get to play stupid neither. You don't get to play stupid neither, bro. The Nelk Boys are 30-something. You got it, like especially with political figures. I don't know why none of y'all did y'all research. That is the first thing I'm thinking about if I ever bring a political figure onto my platform. What are they about? What are they on? Do I disagree with them on certain stances? What should I bring up? How do I, what you know what I'm saying? Because now the Nelk Boys look like fucking fools. Adin looks like a fucking fool. Andrew Schultz looks like a fucking fool. Joe Rogan looks like a fucking fool. Theo Vaughn looks like a fucking fool. All of these people look like fucking fools. They look dumb now. And them retracting their statements and trying to pick up the pieces is only making them look worse.
Tired ass gimmick, but it's not gonna fly anymore. I've heard a lot of people use the excuse that, can't you see Adin Ross is only doing this because he's seeing what's happening to people like Kirk that go out in public and speak. I don't think that anybody in their right mind is thinking that what happened to Charlie Kirk is going to happen to Adin Ross if he continues to endorse politics. I don't think that people even attribute Adin Ross to politics heavily. I think that this is just another one of those situations in which Adin Ross got manipulated and is now using that as some sort of bail or scapegoat in order to get out of the responsibility that he has for the actions that he did. Platform him, but vet him. Ask real questions. Do your research and do your due diligence. But you need to be real with yourself. If you don't have the depth and the knowledge to platform these guys, then you probably
shouldn't have them on the platform, man, at all.
Applaud the content creators that turn down situations in which they can clearly see they are about to get manipulated by the people asking to be on their platform. Your platform is bigger than mainstream media. Use it like it.
Facts. And I didn't mean for this shit to get like hella political, but I do want to say, man, this, you gotta vet people. But also, this is a textbook lesson on how to not get used. Do your research on these people. Vet them. Hop on a call with them if you can. If you get used the first time, don't let it happen again. Don't let it happen again, bro. Once people see you move in a certain way, move in a certain frequency, people that would want to use you won't even come to you, bro. Or if they do come to you, you'll have the ability to fend them off. So my lesson of the day is don't get used. Y'all see how Adin moving. Don't move like that, bro. Do your research. Don't just walk into things. That's not even a streaming thing. That's not even a political thing. That's like a everything in life thing, bro. Do not just walk into things, bro. Do your fucking research. Do your research, bro. But yeah, that's it for me, man. Don't move in the L frequency. Don't get used. Love y'all so much. Marso Mafia the gang, Marso Mob the squad. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.